and welcome to another edition of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Ellen's economics correspondent. Each week, I dive into the morass of top economic news stories and fish out compelling narratives, or I retrieve fallacies that have been accepted as conventional wisdom by the swamp creatures for years. This week, cash is king when authoritarians rule. What is happening in Canada right now is an unprecedented failure of due process. As Liberty Nation has reported in recent weeks, the Canadian government has frozen many bank accounts and even targeted cryptocurrency wallets tied to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many others. Even the crowdfunding platforms have turned into a liability for the Freedom Convoy. This is all because a portion of the population possesses a different political opinion to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his Liberal government. What have the truckers and the organizers done in response? They have turned to cash. Many truckers do not have enough food and fuel to return home, so people are handing out wads of cash to truckers. It might seem like an outdated system, but is the only alternative they have right now. This could be the solution moving forward for other nations flirting with tyranny. Over the last decade, there has been a concerted effort to crack down on physical money and install a digital system. This has become known as the war on cash. This battle has been emphasized during the coronavirus pandemic, when countries removed money from the system to disinfect it, to nations installing digital forms of their money. The most prominent example has been China. It's no secret that Beijing has been using every method to better track, monitor, and surveil the public to ensure everyone adheres to the communist doctrine. Social credit scores and a government that rules with an iron fist is a successful blueprint, but the leadership wants to expand its efforts of enslavement. The Chinese government has done this through a digital yuan. The People's Bank of China underwent this experiment during the early days of the pandemic, testing it out in certain parts of the nation. After a successful trial, it appears that the world's second largest economy is set to employ it nationwide. The digital yuan works by using a mobile app known as eCNY, and you make purchases with your mobile device. Since anything digital can easily be traced, this is a perfect weapon in the war on the people. Other nations are working on establishing and introducing a digital version of their currencies. The major central banks, including the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, and the Federal Reserve, are in the early stages of crafting virtual editions. Elsewhere, central banks are in the infancy period of development. Put simply, China is leading the charge of better following the public. Indeed, the war on cash is a dangerous trend happening worldwide. In addition to monitoring the population, a cashless society can breed mandated conformity, abolishing the diversity of opinion and installing political correctness. Disagree with Trudeau? Oppose a certain type of passport? Dislike a particular movement? Get ready to become unpersoned or sanctioned from society until you grovel, beg, apologize, and recant. Plus, the banking system likes this proposal, since it will generate new customers to enroll in a bank, even if it is by force. Overall, everything that Trudeau and his right-hand woman, Chrystia Freeland, are doing in a Western country should manufacture consternation about the monetary system going digital. If Ottawa can freeze accounts now for espousing the wrong type of politics, think what a regime could do with a digital currency. One day, you might receive a message that reads, quote, "Sorry, we noticed you criticized the government. Your account has been suspended for 30 days. That's it for me this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column where I discuss avocados, James Bullard, and record high gas prices in California. Thank you.
We're doing it for real, really real. Liberty Nation.
And Jeff Charles, contributor for LibertyNation.com.
I think we're starting to make an impact. Liberty style, fight for freedom.
The tracking poll sponsored by Liberty Nation for Thursday.
Mentioned by Dan Bongino, Rasmussen, Jordan Peterson, and
I can
others.
do it again if you want me to.
Cited in Mark Levin's American Marxism.
I think we're starting to make a really big impact. Get noticed. We're doing it. Rock on. I'm gone.